So one more time, welcome everybody. My name is Josef, and I would like to welcome you in this webinar. I will be host for today's webinar about OpenLM denials. This session will take something around 10 minutes and will be followed by a Q&A section where you can ask any question you have. I would like to have an interactive session, so if you have any questions, you can write them down in the Q&A section or our chat section, and I will be answering them after my presentation. So let's talk a little bit about the denials first. Denial happens when engineers try to check our license, but they got refused for the various of reasons, like license limit reached, license servers not responding, some authorization issues, or maybe some licensing problem. OpenLM can give you insights to this process and help you better understand what is really going on in your environment. For this purpose, we are utilizing our feature, our program, which is called OpenLM Broker. This broker can monitor files where are denials information stored, like log files, debug log files, output of the license manager. This depends on the type of the monitoring license manager. By this process, we got informations about the denials in real time and store them into the database, so you can load the reports for any time period as you desire. So if you are monitoring any license managers by OpenLM, you can check in our website in section supported software if for that particular license manager we are supporting the denials reports. You can see it by the green checkbox under the license denials reporting. So without further ado, let's jump to the reporting section, and I will show you how denials work inside our environment. Okay, so every denial report has a basic filter where you can drill down which informations you want. You can choose from which server denials will be drawn. You can choose vendor, you can choose license type, if it's floating, and so on. You can drill down any informations you need. For example, you want to see denial for the specific users or groups. Right now, I will load a predefined filter so I can show you how it can look. So in this filter, I choose a few of the features from various license managers and various servers. So we will see better informations or better diversity in this report. I choose date range from year 2021 when we have data from these features. So in this denial report, you can see for now we group it by the user. So you can see during this time period how much denials every user you monitored have. You can group it by the various other factors. For example, if you want to see which server have most of the denials, you can do it like this. Then you can see, okay, Katia have 3,500 denials. Maybe there was some problem, or maybe we don't have enough licenses. You can also check the informations according to vendor if you want to see which vendor have the most of the denials. You can do it for the almost everything you can see here. For example, you want to see which features are mostly underutilized or mostly utilized. So you are getting the denials. So we can see that feature ST1 probably we don't have enough licenses for this feature, or maybe there is some issue in the server. All the denials have additional information about why the denials happened. So you can check in our filter if you want to see, for example, denials only from the license limit reach, or there is some problem with the licenses, or maybe license server is not responding, or some network is down or something like that. So you can check any checkbox from this to get better information about the reports. one thing you can also see is when the denials are happening. So probably you want to see in which hours a day most of the denials are happening. So you can choose in group guide column option hours in the day. And if I apply the filter now, I can see in which hours during my time period happened the most denials. So I can see around 10 or 11 when there is the peak in the usage, I get most of denials from every of these features. You can do the same for example, if you want to see which days in your time period have the most of the denials. So you can see it in hours during the whole time period. So you can see that 7/04, 2021, around 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, we have spike of the denials and so on. And you can act accordingly. But these informations can be a little bit misleading because, for example, everybody have person in the company who got denied, and then it will try it like 20 or 30 times until he get the license. He can do it in 30 minutes, and if we have 5 people like this, we can get inaccurate data in OpenLM. By this way, we are utilizing feature which is called show aggregated denials. What this feature can do for you is you can select the time period, for example, 30 minutes. And if some user, try during this 30 minutes, access the feature 50 times, he get 50 times denied, but OpenLM will count it only as the one denial. It will streamline how your reports look, and you will have better understanding because it was not 50 denials. It was just one person who didn't want to wait, and he tried it every minute, for example. We have also second option, which is scroll through denials only. And this means if you have multiple servers, which are hosting the same feature, same license, for example, you have server A, which have 15 licenses of the feature CATIA HD2, for example, and you have second server, which have 10 licenses of this CATIA HD2. But first server is fully utilized. He has used 15 of the 15 features. And when somebody tried to get the new license, he will get denied by this server and it will be stored in the debug log file. But he will be redirected to second server from which he get the license because there is license available. So in the end, he was able to work. And if you choose to track code through denials only, it will be not marked as the denial in OpenLM because in the end, user was able to work. So by this way, you can better understand how denials are happening in your company and so on. We have also options in denials to filter denial out. For example, if you are more advanced in the denials and you know the error codes, or you can check the debug log files or log files for the specific error codes, and you don't want to see, for example, if somebody, I don't know, don't have access to the licenses maybe, and it have specific error code, for example, I just imagine it is 541. I can choose OK from this server. If error code 541 didn't happen, I will exclude this denial. So I will not see this denial in our denial reports. You can do this for any error code you can find. So this is how you can little bit how you can enchant the denials for you. And we have also the aggregation settings. Here is the settings I mentioned before. When you want to specify the time frame from which when they tried it 50 times, it will be just count as one. You can specify it in here. For example, we have FlexPlus set to 60 minutes, and we have this Giftler Portugal server set to 10 minutes. So So let's see. So this was all regarding the denials. There is not much else to say. It is straightforward. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, so I have one question. I have a question from Peter. He is asking, is there is the way to get notification if we have a lot of denials on the server? Yes, it is possible. We have option called alert management, where you can set up various of the alerts. For example, regarding the denials, you can specify the time period, for example, 10 minutes, and you can specify how many denials need to happen during the time period. And if this condition will be fulfilled, OpenLM will send the email to person you define. So by this way, you can get alerted if, for example, some server is down and you are getting like a lot of denials, or if there is the feature which is fully utilized and nobody else can check out license. By this way, you can get the notification and you can act accordingly. Okay, do we have any other questions? Looks like no. So I will conclude this webinar. If you enjoyed the webinar, you can subscribe to our newsletter and get informations about other webinars we will have or other capabilities of the OpenLM. You can also check our upcoming webinars on our website and subscribe to them or join them if you wish. So I would like to thank everybody for joining the webinar. If you have any questions, you can write us on info@openlm.com or support.openlm.com. I wish you a great day and thanks for the participation.